Hello, good day to my teachers and students alike. My name is Justina Gretto, and now we'll be sharing both my screen as well as a combination of Rice University Pre-Collegiate Academic Certification, portfolio essay, as well as a session on a collaboration with an artist, James Nachtwey. And this illuminates photography, arts commons, global news, press, journalism, and relevant information for budding freelancer students. Now I'll manage to share my screen. Okay, this is my Reuters certificate in journalism, Introduction to Digital Journalism, Meta Journalism Project. The Rice University English and Academic Preparation Pre-Collegiate. This goes along with TESOL certification. The Teach English Now Capstone Project 1, the precursor to this course. Certification in Teaching Therapeutic Art, internationally accredited certificate in art therapy. Okay, I'll read through my entire essay. However, first I would like to highlight some of James Nachtwey's relevant work. This is one of the websites, valid websites, American Battlefield Trust. And this was updated on April 30th, 2021, 2 years ago. This is he himself, elder man, and the documentary is recorded and written and fact-checked by Matt Brandt. I'll just read the first paragraph and then move on to the essay. I finished the APA citation. And then as a class, we will do a photography session using the school's camera to do nature photography of flowers, plants, trees, and the area around the ground of the school. In my youth, I was greatly influenced by the photographs from the Vietnam War and the American Civil Rights Movement. I had no background in photography, had never used a camera. But after I graduated from college, I decided that's what I wanted to do with my life because I saw that that work had such great value to society. Military leaders and political leaders were telling the population one thing, and photographers were showing us something very different. And I found the photographers to be much more convincing. I became a photographer in order to be specifically a war photographer. That's what I wanted to do, and I realized I had to train myself to the extent that I felt that I was capable of making a worthwhile contribution as a war photographer because I recognized what a serious responsibility it was. And this is just a scroll through of the various countries he visited to document real life situations. Okay, this is his personal website, and the title of the series is Witness. These were taken in a prison in Alabama in 1994. I was just graduating grade 8. Prisoner on the Chain Gang. See the barbed wire on the fence. And the prisoner cuffed to the bar. A rehab center for heroin addicts. Heroin addicts, you can't just see the shadows injecting the needles into the veins. Survivor of Hutu death camp. Rwanda. India, 1993, untouchables working in a brick factory. India, 1993, untouchables haul a boatload of sand up the Ganges. Chechnya, 1996, Chechen rebel fighting along the front line against the Russian army. This record response is with regards to James Nachtwey's My Wish, Let My Photographs Bear Witness essay transcription, and a TED Talk series on world issues, conflicts, orphanages, and aiding victims through strife. In conjunction with the Doctors Without Borders organization, the Red Cross, the World Health Organization, the United Nations, and the ISDHR diplomatic advocates on human rights, modern-day slavery, and exploitation, I present to you this condensed answer. Learning outcomes. TED's Covering World News will provide learners with a deeper knowledge of the key concepts, issues, and debates that relate to journalism, media, and communications in a global context. A range of critical approaches to understanding news, news technology, and news stories. The role of media in communicating information globally. Debates about the role of the media in the formation of collective identity, especially across nations. The dynamics and context of global news flow and foreign and transnational news coverage. The impact of technology and the internet on the practice of journalism in different regions of the world. These are quotes from his pre-written truth. Standing in front of an audience is a cross between an out-of-body experience and a deer caught in the headlights. So please forgive me for violating one of TED commandments by depending on words on paper. Our political and military leaders were telling us one thing, and photographers were telling us another. I believed the photographers, and so did millions of other Americans. Their images fueled resistance to the war and to racism. They not only recorded history, they helped change the course of history. Their pictures became part of our collective consciousness, and as consciousness evolved into a shared sense of conscience, change became not only possible, but inevitable. I saw that the free flow of information represented by journalism, specifically visual journalism, can bring into focus both the benefits and the cost of political policies. It can give credit to sound decision-making, adding momentum to success. In the face of poor political judgment or political inaction, it becomes a kind of intervention, assessing the damage and asking us to reassess our behavior. And I understood that documentary photography has the ability to interpret events from their point of view. It gives a voice to those who otherwise would not have a voice. And as a reaction, it stimulates public opinion and gives impetus to public debate, thereby preventing the interested parties from totally controlling the agenda, much as they would like to. Society's problems can't be solved until they're identified. Again, international NGOs, united under the umbrella of the UN, staged a massive relief operation and thousands of lives were saved. I'm a witness, and I want my testimony to be honest and uncensored. I also want it to be powerful and eloquent and to do as much justice as possible to the experience of the people I'm photographing. This man was in an NGO feeding center, being helped as much as he could be helped. He literally had no thing. He was a virtual skeleton, yet he could still summon the courage and the will to move. Photographers go to the extreme edges of human experience to show people what's going on. Sometimes they put their lives on the line because they believe your opinions and your influence matter. They aim their pictures at your best instincts, generosity, a sense of right and wrong, the ability and the willingness to identify with others, their refusal to accept the unacceptable. The reading material is just words on the screen, no feeling, no emotion. The essay addresses grammar, vocabulary, correctness of facts, dates, and historical truth. On the contrary, the pre-recorded TED Talk conveys true emotion, passion, and invokes the audience to both ruminate on the message as well as act on relevant takeaway points. The information is known from reading the passage. However, the interactive experience of observing and listening to the speaker assists the subscriber to absorb, assimilate, and intrinsically understand the new and or repetitive subliminal messages. The TED Talk video is based on the researched essay but follows the rules of quantum physics, otherwise known as if there is no eyewitness, then nothing happened. The observer must watch the tape for the recording to be real. The author simply used his body as an instrument to deliver the knowledge. In the next session of anatomy and physiology, we will be doing more research through this visible body website, which is supported by reputable school institutions, teachers, scholars, and alumni. We will be working more on the construction of the eye, the recording, how light passes through, optic vision, and a lot more that will hopefully assist you in your academic pursuits. I'll quickly share with you my early education and kindergarten projects of homemade instruments and things I create to share with young students who are just being introduced to the adult world of science. So this is a homemade stethoscope. This is a lung breathing tube. This is an ear hearing sound loop instrument. This is a model spine made out of a recycled egg carton. I hope you enjoyed and understood this session. And I truly look forward to sharing more on the discoveries I make academically and artistically. This rehabilitation journey and the opportunity through Rice University as well as Arizona State University have been monumental in aiding me through intervention and justice correctional reinforcement studies. I'm very fortunate, lucky, and privileged to be able to do this along with a good circle of peers. Thank you.